Hi guys, Everyday Flashlight Guy here once again with another flashlight review for you with a couple of new lights that were sent to me for testing and to show off to you guys. And these are from Lumintop, which is a brand that I have no experience with, but they've sent me these two little AAA lights, which is kind of my preference. If you follow the channel, you know I'm a fan of small EDC pocket lights because I just find they fit best with my lifestyle and what I carry and my speedos. They can fit in the front of those. So yeah, a couple of AA lights which are actually very different in appearance. You can see here you get an initial impression, but they are identical, I think fair to say, in specs, apart from perhaps weight. So you can see on the left here we have a very simple kind of small classic black tactical looking light with a bit more of a funky keychain light on the right. Now, fair to say both of these are available in different colours. I think both are actually available in copper as well, which is quite interesting. But a couple of options in this and a lot of different colour options on this one. Blue, red, green, copper, silver, blah, blah, blah. Let's have a quick look at the specs on the back. You see on the left there, well, let's just look at this one. You can see there, if this will focus, output, there's 3 modes, 5 lumens for Firefly, 32 for medium, 110 on turbo mode. Usual sort of stuff, IPX8 waterproof, one single AAA cell, length just over 3 inches, and yeah, pretty capable little light. I don't want to compare these with anything else in this particular video. We're just going to look at these two head to head and do an overview on them, and then I think I should probably do a AAA light roundup sometime soon because I have quite a few different ones kicking about, and we can compare them all together and see what is kind of your best option at the moment. So currently on Amazon.com, before we get started, this one's around $20 I think, and this one's actually about 15, 14 to 15 for the colored version. So depending on what you're into. So my first impression was quite good because they're coming in these very neat little packages. Obviously used to seeing little through night tins on this show. It's not a show, it's a channel. Through night tins which are cool in their own right, but I like the way they've packaged these. Little cardboard sleeve there, which has your instructions on your kind of specs on the back. Little pop case, and your light is encased in this kind of dense foam packaging with a few spare O-rings in there and a little keychain. Being a keychain flashlight, that's always nice to receive. So we'll get rid of that part for now. Might as well go ahead and open this one up too. Exactly the same deal in this one. And this is just an anodized, hard anodized finish on this, of course. And same packaging, same key clip, whole stuff. So we'll keep them side by side like that so we don't get confused, or at least I don't get confused. And let's look at this one first. They just call this the AAA Tool flashlight. So if you search on Amazon, I'll try and post a link for you. Tool flashlight. If you just look up Lumintop, you can see there Lumintop. And if you look up Amazon listings, they actually say these do not come with a battery. But when I opened mine up, and the head comes off to install your battery, to open mine up to put a battery in, there was already Duracell copper top original equipment accessory battery in there, Duralock, and this one's dated. I think the dates on these were actually just past 2016, yeah, June 2016. So maybe once upon a time these did ship with batteries in them. I'm not entirely sure if you buy one of these if you're going to get a Duracell in it or not. Just putting that out there. So something you might want to check first of all. But first things to note on this is we've got a very cool little kind of design on it. Very slim waist section, slightly fatter head and tail. Very nice to grip. Little removable pocket clip on there, always good to see, and that is also reversible. So you could put that on your brim of your hat or on the shirt pocket or whatever to shine down and give you some kind of ambient light. There's a little tail clicker for activation. This one actually has a couple of different ways for changing between modes, 2 different ways. We'll get to that in a minute. So tighten up the head and turn that off. So this is your power button, and you can actually change modes with this button, or you can change modes twisting the head, which is kind of my preference for these small little lights. So very lightweight in the hand. Let's just check what it says without batteries. This will focus for me. Where's the weight? Maybe it doesn't tell you the weight on here. Does not seem very heavy anyway. Just 3.2 inches and 15 grams. So there you are. 3 modes, as I said. Detachable reversible clip, airspace aluminum alloy construction, micro textured reflector, and in these is an XP G2R5 LED. So maximum output 110, which I think is pretty typical for a light of this kind of size. And again, we'll do a comparison video in future, but for now it's boasting kind of the same specs as your typical through night AAA light that I've been looking at of late. 1.5 meters impact resistance, IPX8 waterproofing, so all the usual kind of stuff. Let's take a look at the other one, and this they call the AA. Sorry about that, guys. Ran out of space on my phone. Too many pictures recently. Yeah, so coming on to this one, this is what they call the worm. You can see it on there, Lumintop worm. Very interesting little design. It's got that kind of oh, what's the light I'm thinking of? It's not Preon, it's something like that that has this kind of distinctive knurled finish on it. It feels pretty cool in the hand. Very, very small, this one. Let's just get it in comparison to... hold on just 1 second here, guys. Fully prepared to make a video as usual. Let's just get it in comparison to this AA cell. So there's a AA battery. This is, of course, a AAA. So really very slim, not much thicker, really, than a AA battery, so that's pretty cool. Very small, and this one has kind of a built-in little hook for the keychain there. It has a little, very cool little wire clip, which I like. And if you're a Spyderco lover, you'll probably like that as well. And that's kind of neatly designed so that the king kind of clip goes into one of these little kind of depressions in the body of the light. So once you get the fabric of your backpack or your pocket or whatever in past that, I'd say that'd be a pretty good grip. Nice little wire clip, although it's not removable by the looks of it, and certainly not reversible. But yeah, it is what it is. This one doesn't have a tail clicker, so it is just a twist action to change modes. And it has this little rubber band on here, which actually turns out to be luminous. So if you don't want it, it just slides right off. But quite a cool little feature. You can see I did have this one off and put it back on. Of course, you can never get it perfectly straight again once you put it back on. So, but kind of an interesting little thing, and quite useful for finding your flashlight, of course. If you know, if you keep this somewhere that's lit generally and you have a power cut, you should be able to find it pretty readily once the power goes off. So I think what we should do is just cut the lights, and we'll go through how we change modes on these. So let's do that now. So I'm going to activate the tail click on the AAA tool. This is the all black version, and I'm just going to turn this one on as well so we can see what we're looking at. This is this model we're doing here. And so this, as I say, has a tail clicker, which you can do a little depression on to change between modes. I think also if you do a full click, it will change between modes as well. But what I find most intuitive with these lights is just to slacken and tighten the head of the light. So let's just see where we're at. So I'd say that's medium. Oops, no, maybe that's medium. Well, there's low, high, medium, low, high. Now that's something I should highlight because I found it quite interesting. Most of these small lights I find they cycle through the modes, so they go from firefly, low, medium, high, as you would expect. This is a different pattern, so we are in medium, low, high, and actually according to the box as well, let's see if it'll focus on this. I don't know if it will. You'll see, where is it? 3 modes, mid, which is default. Sorry guys, I'm not making this very obvious, but I'm looking up on this line here. Mid, 3 modes, mid, which is default, and low and high. So that's how it's designed to cycle through. I thought there was some sort of error at first, so let's just see where we are. So there's mid, low, high, mid, low, high. So I don't know if I'd like that or not, but I guess going into your mid mode to start with is actually pretty good. And we're going to switch over to the green one, the AA worm here. So that should be mid, low, high, mid, low, high. And of course, the only way to change modes in this is to slacken and tighten the head. There is no clicker on the worm model. Bit of a cheaper model though. I think, as I said, it starts around $14, $15 for this one, around $20 for this on Amazon currently. So both pretty capable little lights if you don't need a strobe mode especially, and a lot of, I think, AAA lights don't have a strobe, to be fair. Let's go ahead and put the lights back on here. And if 110 lumens is enough for you in terms of your day-to-day pocket carry needs, I would say you could probably do a lot worse than these. They seem pretty well constructed. They're fairly sturdy, certainly incomparable with any other kind of more low-end or budget offerings that I've looked at of late. These are certainly comparable, I think, in design and also in their sturdiness, so not really too many issues. I would like to have seen maybe a removable pocket clip on this one, but quite a cool design overall if you're looking for something a little bit different. So there you have it, guys. It's two models from Lumintop for you to consider, and at the price I think you could probably do worse. So there you are, guys. Thanks for watching. I'll be back with more videos soon, perhaps some not featuring flashlights, who knows. Take care and have a great day. Thanks.